Hey YouTube, I am out here to do a updated garden, well, a garden update, because I haven't done one for August yet. And as y'all know, the warmer the climate gets, the more it happens in the garden. I was away for a week in July, and I came back to a lot of chaos with the yeah, I just saw something in my perfume. Chaos with my cucumbers. They had just like completely crazy overgrown. They were huge. So I had to pull them off the plant. I had a lot of them that just were not edible as is. So let me take you around and show you what's going on in the garden now. All right, so we're gonna start over here. This is a container that I am growing potatoes in, and they are doing just fine. I think they will be ready to harvest the end of August. So we'll see. This is, I believe, this must be another, nope. I don't know what this is, y'all. It's some kind of squash. I was gonna say it's a yellow zucchini, a golden zucchini, but it is not. Then I would have thought it was a delicata squash, but I don't, they vine, so I don't know what this is. It's a squash. I've grown some squash. I don't know which one it is. It could be patty pan, I don't know, but it's squash. Moving on. This is a golden zucchini squash plant. I have a couple golden zucchinis on there, so hopefully in the next day or two I will be able to harvest. Oh no, I thought it was touching the edge. I was like, I'll lift it up some, make sure it can grow out. So yeah, I have a couple of them on there. Nothing's going on with the trees. This cherry tree was struggling a little bit. Its storm while was gone out of town, and it knocked it over. My husband didn't come out here at all and even notice it. So it was thirsty. It's looking a little dry right now, and I just watered it recently. I might water it again. The leaves are looking better. A lot of them fell off, but it's struggling. This is one of the peach trees. I'm not sure which one, but it's doing good. We have a lot more potatoes here. Y'all remember I harvested these potatoes so I can put in another set. So these three first cubes, and then 1, 2. So 5 of these cubes have potatoes. This here is celery. It's doing very well. And I'm pretty sure this is a delicata squash plant right here, and it's doing pretty good. We got Swiss chard right there, and everything is doing very good. And this is like that grow bag material. It's an 8-cell pretty much grow bag, so everything's doing pretty good in there. This right here is another squash. I don't know, I think that might be another golden zucchini, but then I don't think so. I don't know what that is, y'all. It's a squash. Oh, y'all, I was struggling getting my squash to come up, so I kept putting down more seeds, and that's why I don't know what some of them are, because I just was trying to get some squash, so I was just throwing in seeds to germinate. This right here is the apple tree, and it's doing pretty good as well. Nothing really to see there. I won't be getting fruit. Maybe next year, we don't know, but I don't anticipate to get it for a little bit. This is my other potatoes. I harvested all these and replanted seed potatoes, and all 8 of these cubes. So those will all be potatoes. Those are reds, just like the other 5. They're reds, Yukon Gold, and purple mixed up in there, and all 8, 13 of them, including that big container over there, so that's mixed up as well. So I just wanted to make sure I got a decent amount of potatoes. I got a decent amount on the first harvest through these containers, and I'm still eating on those, but I want them to last a little bit, so I don't have to buy no potatoes, y'all. There's my other cherry tree. She looks about the same. Nothing going on there. Some of my zinnias and stuff, the marigolds died off. But this is my Swiss chard bed. I need to clean up in there, but I am still harvesting from there. I'll come out sometime and just pick and chop up some and put it in a dish that I'm making, or have it on the side with something. This is my tray that I'm starting seeds for the fall in. I have 2 types of collard greens, cabbage, and broccoli. Just one type. But 4 cells have 2 to 3 seeds of cabbage, and 4 cells have 2 to 3 seeds of broccoli, because I want to have quite a bit. This is a container that I am growing sweet potatoes in. So they're doing pretty good. They were struggling where they were, so I pulled them out. They were all the way in the back of the garden. I pulled them out here so I can get to them, water them, all that jazz, because they were struggling where they were. All right, so now let's go inside of the garden space. All right, I think I'm gonna start on this side, y'all. This is the sweet pepper bed. Needing to do some weeding in here. I have some onions still in here around the edges, but I have been harvesting and getting peppers. I think I've harvested about 8 to 10 so far. There's some purple. I think this is red, but it's mixed up. It has green, I believe orange, red, purple. It might even have yellow. I don't know. Just know that there's a variety of bell peppers growing here. Behind me, right here, look, y'all. I got okra. So I got a few pods. It looks like a few more coming on. I'm not sure. Look, guess what? Let's see if... What? Oh, hello. You gotta be kidding me. Why would I not have? I feel like it's gotten lost in the sauce, because I know I tagged these things. Anyway, I know. Oh, bam. This is the heavy hitter. I'm like, I know I tagged them. So if this one is the heavy hitter, this one is Red Country Hill, or Red Hill Country, something like that it's called. So yeah, this is a couple peppers that I threw in later, but I'm probably not going to get any peppers this year. It's too late to get that to come up and give me fruit. I'm going to try it anyway, but I very much doubt I'm going to get anything. My peach rush pepper plant died, so that was my start over. Y'all, I've been struggling getting stuff to germinate. All right, so this bed has cantaloupe, eggplant, squash, and I need to stake this up. This that is a tomatillo pepper plant. These two are. I haven't gotten any peppers, but that plant is leading, so I need to get a stake, which I have one right here, and support it. I will clip it, but I just want to get the stake where it's gonna be at. All right, so I put a stake there. Y'all, something just flew up against my head. Good Lord. Anyway, and it was buzzing. I hate buzzy stuff near my ears. Here's the delicata plant, and it's vining all the way out to here. Cantaloupe is up in here, but it's vining all across. Y'all see that? Yeah, he about to go. Hold on. Pause. All right, y'all. I'm mad because I'm not sure for sure that I got it. God dang it. I think I did, but I ain't sure. Anyway, there's a cantaloupe here. I'll get over there closer, but there's a cantaloupe here. These are very nice size cantaloupe, just like you would get at the store. I got a couple melons here. That's what caught my eye in my peripheral. But I knew that one was here. That one's new. So, per usual, somebody's riding down the street making a bunch of noise. Over here, it's just a bunch of weeding that needs to happen. But my vining plants are over here. So guess what? Ain't no weeding going to happen until my growing season ends for my melons and whatnot. Those are my eggplants. I haven't gotten not one eggplant. So there's that. Oh yeah, and there's another squash plant over there in the corner. Blueberries are done. Lemon. Meyer lemon plant right there. All right, so let's go back this way. There is in here another melon. So I'm pretty sure. So there's another melon down in there. And I didn't go on that side, but there's two on this side. There's one cantaloupe here, and then on the hanging over the cantaloupe is over here, and then there's a melon just like that one I just showed you hanging over there. So there's that. And I just now seen this, but that's a cucumber. So in front here is my cucumber plants on this trellis. There's a cucumber right there. I'm gonna harvest that before I go in the house, because that's about how big they're supposed to get. Y'all, they've been going 5 times or more that size. It's been a mess. So, oh, I see a baby cantaloupe. Y'all see that? Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure once I start pulling these plants up when the season is over, I'm going to find lots of melons. That's what happened last year, because it's growing all up over there, here, all over there. So I'm just letting it do its thing. I'll find them when I start cleaning up. Inside the bed, I don't believe there's not one melon that's growing in the bed. But you guys remember this one. This was the first one I think I showed you guys. Come on, vines, let me see my melons. So this is the a sugar baby, and it's beginning to dry. You see that tendril? I don't think it's quite ready yet, but it's getting there. All right, so over here, y'all know this Poblano plant. Listen, let me see if I can't, because I have to turn it around. But it is at least 4 feet, a little more than 4 feet tall, because it's almost as tall as me. Now, I'm keeping in mind it's in the bed, so yeah. But I'm finally getting peppers all over it, so I'm excited about that, because it's been slow. It's just now starting to put on peppers. There is I think this is a ghost pepper plant. It is, and I have at least one pepper on it. So there's that. This one is my cayenne. I've harvested a lot of cayenne peppers, and I don't know if you can see down there, but I have more. I have some coming up the plant. So I plan on trying to make my own pepper sauce. So yeah, that's why I grew cayenne. This is my Tabasco pepper plant, because again, I plan on trying to make my own hot sauce. So there we have it. It's pretty loaded as well. So y'all see that? Y'all know what that is? Y'all know what that is? That's my watermelon. That's my watermelon coming over here. You don't belong. That's my watermelon vine. I'm not sure what that pepper plant is, or that one I'll have to get over there to see the tag. But I have a couple of jalapeno plants. So this one is a jalapeno plant, and I actually went past one, so it must not have any peppers on it right now, because there's another jalapeno plant in here. Oh, and let me see if I can move this one. Those are Scotch bonnets. That's my Scotch bonnet pepper plant, as you can see from the tag there. So it has peppers on it. This is my second year growing Scotch bonnets. All right, so let's see what these are. One is called a Dante's Hot, and the other one is called a Beaver Dam. This one here is called the Beaver Dam. That one I believe is called the Dante Hot. So yeah, these are some kind of purple pepper that I started in the hydroponic and took it out of there and put it in the ground. That jalapeno plant that's next to it is the same way. It was a hydroponic, planted in the hydroponic, and I took it out and brought it here. Let me show you a cucumber that I'm just now seeing that is overgrown. Oh, there's two of them in there. One is right and one is too big. So I'll get them. I see them now. There's another one on the plant in there. So I'll get them. Anyway, the reason my watermelon is coming over is because that's where the bed is, right next to this. So right over here in the corner is actually sweet potatoes. I call this the jungle now, y'all, because as you can see, I can't walk through there. That's why I came the way I came. Because if I walk through there, I'm gonna be stepping on my food or the vines or both. So I can't. Let me see if I can get, yep, I have one right here. I'm like, do I have a stake that, because I be keeping them near the beds so that I can pull them out and use them to move stuff. So let's see if I can show you what I have over here. Come on. So there's one of my watermelons. I don't know which variety that is because they don't technically grow near where I planted. But I know I planted Charleston Gray near here, but that does not look like Charleston Gray. That might be a yellow or orange tender. There's one down in there. I don't know if that's coming through all the way back. Let me see if I can move stuff a little bit more, but it's back up in there. I don't think I can give you a good view of it. But there's one there, and those are just the ones I've been able to get around the bed to see. What's also in this bed is this squash plant that I complain about that's up here, and I'll get to that. But those squash have started growing, and there's one. I'm like, I know I seen one the other day in this bed. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if you can see it. Maybe not, but there's two of them in there that I can see. There could be more because they're disrespectful and they're not supposed to be in there. But that plant is huge. It literally, let me get over here so you can see. Yeah, I had to be careful. I feel like I'll be walking through a landmine. Okay, before I get over there, this is one of my delicata squash plants, and it has squash on it. It has one up. I thought it was going to have three, but you see that little one is shriveling up. I think it didn't get pollinated, so I got two on this plant. This plant back here is another squash plant, like the one that's driving me nuts, but it hasn't gotten this big, so it's not stressing me out as bad. And it has at least, oh, there it is. I was gonna say it has at least one squash on the plant. right there. So there's that. I'm definitely gonna have this squash because y'all look at this. Y'all know this what this is. This is watermelon. Ain't no watermelon in this bed. Just in case you was, for anybody who's asking, watermelon not planted in this bed. But yet, here it is. All right. There's another one of those squash. A bigger one. And there's another one. Yeah, you can't see it because of all my weeds. But let's get to this plant. Exhibit A. This plant is planted over here in the corner. You see those roots and stuff up in there? Back there? That's the plant. So, this is what it's doing. You see all them leaves? That's that plant. It's going all the way back there. You see that? It's all up in here. It's even all out here. It's all out here. And if I take you back out there where those potatoes was, can you see that back up in there? That's that plant. This plant is disrespectful. I don't think I'm gonna be growing that again. It is just too much. It's too much, y'all. It's stressing me out. So let me see if I can find the other watermelon. There it is. I think that is a Charleston Gray. You see what's nestled up next to it? One of those squash. But I think that is the Charleston Gray. So you see that, bro? Yeah. I got watermelon coming. I got it coming, sir. Don't you worry about that. It's coming. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, I did pull up my collard and kale because it looked like this when I came back. Yes, I could have just pulled off what was chewed up and I would have got more. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull it up for now because I'm going to start getting these beds ready for fall. And I will have collards and kale in my fall garden. So it's all good. We got corn. I have harvested some corn and eaten it. Oh, y'all. Okay, so I succession planted my corn. So let me see if you could tell. See how tall those are and the fact that these are shorter? I put these in second. But I'm looking at the stalks. I see one ear that looks like it might have got pollinated. I see 3 at least that doesn't. Maybe even 4. That hurts my heart. Anywho, I have eaten 2 ears from my stalks. I see at least 1 that I can probably harvest. Y'all see that one right there? That's pretty brown. It can get darker. It could die off more. But I'll be trying to get my corn before these disrespectful squirrels get it. So I don't be dragging my feet on that. I goes and get my food. Over here is the sorrel. And this plant looks like it's about to put on sorrel. This one does too. But this is the thing. So I be seeing other people's sorrel and it be bushy. The plant be big and bushy and thick. And mine is like a stick with leaves. However, I have 3 plants. This is the 2 I have back here. I have one in the front of my yard. The one in the front has already put on sorrel. So, look, I don't know. But my sorrel plants ain't looking thick and stuff like everybody else's. Over in that corner was my green beans. If y'all saw my live Friday, y'all already know what I had to say about that. Y'all see the watermelon growing over here. Just for reference, that back there is the watermelon bed. So this thing is 2 beds. You go back to old videos before stuff grows, you can see that it's you probably don't know measurements, but it's 8 by 4. It's technically 2 4x4 beds because they're separated. So in that 4x4 bed, the one to the back has watermelon. The only thing in this bed is squash, onions, which you would never know, but there are red onions in this bed, And this shishito pepper plant, but I need to get this dang on watermelon plant off of my pepper plant. I'm gonna have to do that at a later time because it's pulling my plant. But it is putting on peppers, it looks like. So I need to get that watermelon. Its tendrils is wrapped around my plant. Get off. So the watermelon is like, well, if the squash gonna grow back there, I'm gonna grow up here, which it would have did anyway, y'all. So I don't mind the watermelon because I know what I'm getting. This squash, I'm just praying it's good. I don't know what I'm getting. I've never grown it before, never eaten it before, none of the things. And you see flowers, those are from the squash. I'm sick of it. I can't wait to pull that plant up, but I'm not pulling it up until these are ready, and they won't be ready until they turn like a golden orange color. So I think I have like another month. And there's probably about, I think I've come across at least 6, maybe 7 squash. And that's good enough. All right. So over here is my supposed to have been Brandywine tomato plant, which you clearly see is, is not Brandywines. These are grape tomatoes, some variety of grape tomato. It is in a cage, which is leaning because it's heavy. I even have one of these stakes in it, maybe even 2 because I see one behind it. Yeah, this thing is just heavy. I don't care. I still harvest and just keep it pushing. In the middle of that is my Romas. I think I have 4 Roma tomato plants. There are Romas all up and through there. The red ones, the blushing ones, are off of this plant. I've harvested one that actually turned completely red from the Roma plant, but it I think it was too ripe, so I did not get to enjoy it in any kind of way. But yes, the Romas are loaded, so I should get plenty of Roma tomatoes. Over here is the chocolate cherry tomatoes, and actually it hasn't put on fruit. Well, actually no, I harvested some green tomatoes from a plant, and I think that plant was a pineapple tomato plant. I didn't know if it was going to be purple cherry or pineapple, but I think it was the pineapple. And there's at least 1 or 2 other plants in here that are one of those varieties, a pineapple or a purple cherry. So as they put on more fruit, I will harvest that, and I'm sure I will get some more fruit before the season is out on those plants. So yeah, I don't think I'll get a lot, but I'll get some. I've gotten 2 of the slicer tomatoes so far. That's all I've gotten, so I'll take it. So let me look around, make sure I told you everything. There is a blueberry plant and a fig plant back up in there. Some you can see them because they are tall enough. If you know what a fig leaf looks like, that right there is my fig plant. That right there is blueberry. That right there is a weed. I don't know what that is. It's growing up in one of my blueberry containers that did not put on fruit, and it's actually looking like it was dead. So there's that. I believe that's thyme. That's my mint right there, which is doing well. It always does. And I think that's all that I have going on, guys. I just want to update you on this jungle that it's just a jungle. I don't know what's, and I know y'all be like, oh my gosh, it looks, your garden is doing so great. Everything is flourishing and it's green and it's beautiful. It's a jungle. It's a jungle, y'all. Because I am overwhelmed because I can't get through the stuff. Y'all should see me try to get that corn. I don't go in there for the corn until I am sure I can harvest a couple ears, because it is a task to get over there and not step on my plants, my vines and stuff, to kill my plant. So there's that. But so far, I know that I have 3 of the larger variety watermelons. There absolutely could be more over there, but I've only seen 3. And over here, I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 melons, which 3 are cantaloupe, so 4 watermelons in this space. So I'm not even sure what this melon is. Not that one, this one. I have 2 of them, but I thought I grew my petite. I know I grew. Actually, I put in seeds for my yellow petite. I grew those last year. They almost look like a crimson, but they're smaller. But the rind almost looks like a crimson sweet. I don't see anything in my garden that looks like a crimson sweet. So I have 2 different looking ones here. I know for sure that's the sugar baby. That's the only sugar baby I've seen. Not that there's no more, but that's just the only ones that I've seen. And then I have this. I could go over here and show you probably the other melons that I know that I have. There's one that's a cantaloupe, and it's gonna be a little harder to get to the other one because it is back. It's back in here. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get to it to show you because I don't want to step on my vines. But actually, oh no, okay, I thought I saw something else, so I was trying to see if I did. But there's another one back up against this bed, but towards the back part against the bed. So I know where they're at. I know about when I seen them. I know about when they probably might be done. So I will climb over there. Oh, y'all, hold on. Let me show y'all this real quick. Because I think this tendril is dried up. Look at that. Nope, that's not the tendril to my melon. Never mind. Dang it. I got a little excited too. Nah. Not to my melon. Well, look. It is too. Look. That's the one going to the melon. So, I don't know. I know. No, I'm gonna give it some time. Because I know also that vine should like kind of easily pull away from the fruit. So I'm just gonna be patient, because what I do want is to eat my fruit. So I don't want to harvest it too soon. So I'll give it a little more time. But they usually take about as long as they've been growing. I need to check and see what the packaging says to, you know, kind of be close to that. Y'all tell me, because I grew cantaloupe last year, but I grew it in a container and they didn't do very well. What are some signs? You see what it looks like. Now this one, I don't think I have a dried tendril on this one. But that one looked like it was. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Hopefully I ain't shook y'all up too much, y'all, because I am moving around quite a bit. But that's the garden. That's what it's looking like right now. I'm gonna let it go. My peppers and stuff. My peppers I might let go longer than anything in the garden. These tomatoes probably gonna get pulled up at the end of August. I'll be done with that. That bed is gonna get cleaned out once those squash are done. I actually, I'm about to look now, need to see what's going on with the onions. See that? That are in there. See, they're not doing well. Look at that. They're not doing good. Because clearly they're not getting no sun at all. The soil is moist because I keep it moist for the squash. But I'm probably not going to get much going with these red onions. My yellow onions did amazing. I had large onion bulbs with the yellow onion, and I'm still growing yellow onion, and they're looking just as good. So yeah, and y'all know I don't eat onion anyway, but I do cook with it, so there's that. Anyway guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to thumbs up, comment, and share, and I will talk to you guys again later. Alrighty, bye.